Welcome to State of Prime. It's time to prime the mind, body, and spirit so that you can always stay in a state of prime. Let's get primed.
Welcome back to State of Prime, guys. Just taking a little walk. I want to share something heavy on my mind that, not really heavy, but that needs to be expressed. And it's simply this, guys. Freedom equals discipline. Here's what I mean. Pretty much, guys, I've been learning that you don't, example. Let's say I'm pretty much, I want to play chess, I think I've said that before, I want to play chess, right? But randomly playing, I've learned it creates stress. My partner, she says some stuff to me, like when we're waiting or something, I might play a game and then I get caught up in it. I've just learned from this experience that randomly playing, like if I had the freedom, which I do, to play all day, every day, like any time, it's actually stressful. It creates stress. It's not really free for me because it creates stress. Whereas now, through experience in the process, I've been structuring this process, and now I have a structure when I play. I play usually 3 times a day. Got a whole puzzle structure and whatnot, and I feel good about this. That I have the freedom as well as the discipline to follow through on this. And it just hit me. I was talking to my daughter yesterday. I think it was this morning. Just talking about freedom, and true freedom is discipline, guys. Think about it. Let's say you can go and eat as much candy as you want, right? I just walked through a spider web. Well, let me move him out the way. Okay. So let's say you have the freedom to do that. You have the freedom to, eat as much candy as you want. Then when you actually eat candy, it doesn't have any sustenance into it. As compared to if you have the discipline, right? When you do have, maybe candy's not a good example because, candy's not really something, once you become aware enough, is something you really even want to give yourself. Maybe like a keto donut, right? For me, like a keto donut, right? Or whatever it is that you like. The discipline, guys, the discipline to not just consume it all day. So, these things that I enjoy, creating a structure around them, having discipline to, manage myself and my structure. And guys, when I do participate in the behavior, it feels so much more rewarding as compared to just going about it impulsively. And I feel like that, with practice, we can continue to hone that in, because it's very important that, at least for me, from my experience, that you have some type of process and you have the discipline to adhere to it. I've been working on structure and intent and whatnot, and I've just learned a lot from this process. And randomly hopping on the phone, playing chess, or doing anything, that's not really freedom to me. That's not helpful. But actually having the discipline to adhere to the structure, when I do play that match, I feel way more rewarded. So I'm asking you, do you have freedom? Or do you have the discipline and then the freedom comes? When you have that discipline, then freedom is much more rewarding. If you don't have discipline, it's not freedom. It's slavery. It's addiction. It's affliction. Because think about it. Let's say chess, right? If you're doing it impulsively and randomly, then you need that hit. You need that to feel good. You need it to distract you, in this sense, or games, or whatever it is, right? You're a slave to it. Whereas if you have the self-discipline, the structure and the intent, then guess what? Now it's freedom. Do you have the discipline for your freedom. It's a process, and it's worth it. Discipline before freedom.